live.
So, are you Team PETA or are you Team Gale?
I'm team none of them, but I'm team Gale's looks and team Peter
Oh,
when he grows
okay.
up because he is fine. What about you?
I think that definitely Team PETA. Also, he made me rethink blonde MMCs for a little bit because I was like, I don't trust a blonde man, but I trust PETA. So, you know,
He could do my makeup. I mean, you saw his whole like setup thing.
yeah, no, I agree. But oh, oh, fancy seeing you here. Hey, book besties.
Hey, it's Lexi
Jazzy.
and today, if you haven't already guessed, we are talking about boundaries with authors because I know we've all seen it. Some people came after the Queen Ali Hazelwood and other authors. So let's talk
Yes.
about it, okay? Jazzy, I'm gonna let you get us started on this because I need to like
You need to cool
I
down.
do.
Um, my blood is about to boil again. So yes, if you did not see or if it never came to your For You page, um, some people decided to take it upon themselves to bully sweet baby angel Ali Hazelwood off of social media. And since then, she has been back. Her Instagram account is back up, but unfortunately, we have lost another author to a personal assistant. So yes, so this all stemmed from her being at a book event saying that she was Team Gale. And the book community just ran with it like wildfire and proceeded to bully her. I mean, there's no really other way to say it, and I know it sounds stupid as hell. And if you're thinking that it sounds stupid as hell, it's because it is. It is stupid. But this kind of got us thinking about author boundaries and other situations where the book community was maybe not so great with their reactions to certain takes that authors have. So why don't we talk about this? Let's
Yeah.
uh
Well,
let's dive
well,
in.
first to clarify, we have nothing against author assistants. I'm one of them. I love PAs. We're just saying we lost them. We lost like direct access to an author to where now like she will only communicate through an author assistant, which is her complete right, and I don't blame her for doing.
Hmm.
So yeah, I just wanted to clarify that because I know sometimes people can take things and run. But oh my God, I'm just Allie even tried to like backtrack and just say, well, guys, like this is just a fun opinion. And I think what is happening now
Hmm.
with the social media world is there's too much access and too much main character energy. You have a right to your opinion. Well, footnote here, most opinions. Um, but you do not have a right to bully someone about their likes or dislikes. Yeah,
Preferences.
footnote again, not to be political or anything, but there's a little thing here. So anyways, I'm just so mad because Allie is such like a sweet, wholesome person and was really there for her readers, and now like she won't even
Hmm.
come back to like social media, and these like poor little authors are just getting like reamed like all the time, and I'm sick of it.
Yeah. Um, yes, if you don't know, Ali Hazelwood is a sweet baby angel of an author. I've said it once, I'll say it again. She's one of my favorites, but for good reason. Like she is not only a great romance writer, she is also very involved in the community and she's a girl's girl, she's an author's author. If you followed her on social media before all of this went down, then you would see that she would constantly be promoting new releases for indie authors, authors of color, um, and just like basically a pillar of the book community. So to me, it's not the what, it's basically I get so angry because I'm like, this is so stupid. Like, why are we so up in arms about something that was like this movie that came out about a book that came out like more than 10 years ago? Like to me it's just so dumb. But unfortunately it happens and it has happened. I mean, we've seen this unfortunately with Ali Hazelwood. And we've also seen it with other authors. So, like, if you guys have seen, like, on TikTok, Navessa Allen had to step away from social media for a while because when Caught Up was released, when she released narrators, people were up in arms. When she released tropes, people were up in arms. When the book came out, people had a lot of things to say about why they didn't like the book, which you can not like a book, but bullying the author and like tagging the author in like nasty, nasty videos is just not
Oh,
the way to go,
oh yeah,
really.
pause. Let me just say something here. Don't fucking read it. Don't listen to it. Don't read it. If you don't like it, don't listen to it. There's a difference between hating and constructive criticism, and even then, the authors do not owe you anything. I have personally been blocked by an
Yeah.
author when I gave a it wasn't even like a mean review. It was more of a just like, hey, like I feel like there were some things missing and I wish I was more connected to this part and I think it was like marketed a little weird. She blocked me and you know what? That's her right. I don't have a right to have her as an audience when I'm giving a review. Just like she doesn't have a right to have me as a reader. You know what I mean? It's a two-way street and it's a two-way respect thing. And also, these are human beings. I don't care if you don't like the
Yeah.
narrator. Don't sit there and bash a narrator's looks, their voice, all that. Like they are
Oh,
literally a
yes.
human being. What is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you?
Um,
Sorry.
it's so bad. No, you're rightfully so heated. And obviously people like had a lot to say when Navessa Allen revealed that Teddy Hamilton was going to be her narrator. People just they just take it and run with it. But yeah, I mean, some people also think that like as far as reviews go, a lot of people have the stance where authors don't belong in review spaces and readers don't belong in like you know basically the minds of authors when they're making their decisions for something that they're working on, their art, their craft. Like if the book is not for you, then the book is not for you, but that does not mean that it's not for anyone else who enjoyed it. Um, so I just think that people should keep that in mind. I get so angry when I see like all these authors that get bullied for like the stupidest things and things that like have no place being controversial. Like a trope reveal or an author narrator reveal should not be controversial. It should not put you so up in arms that you like decide to make a disgusting video and tag the author and just decide to burn down the world essentially.
Y'all are too
An author
brave.
taking a stance. Yeah, an author taking a stance on a character they prefer is not controversial. Like to me, it's just it's not that serious.
No, it really isn't. And it was just like a in fun thing. And it's making it to where like even these Q&As with authors are becoming so charged and they're so scared to talk about like basically anything because you don't know what's going to be taken out of context, what's going to piss off somebody, what was offensive, what was not. And I say that lightly because I get like there's some things like we just talked about the Miranda Grant controversy. Like, yes, there's some things where like you should rightfully be upset about and you should, but not
Hmm.
everything needs to be a whole thing or
Controversial.
a revolution. Like, it's
Yes.
okay if someone stumbles, if someone makes a mistake, if you don't like something someone says, just move on. Not everything is for everybody. You're not the main character.
Yeah.
Like you're not. Unfortunately, not
So
unfortunately.
I'll give an example of like something that I just thought was very just stupid. So as you guys know, like I'm a big Ali Hazelwood fan. One of my favorite books is Not in Love. You guys know this. I've talked about this on here before.
Yes.
And I actually got the honor and privilege of meeting Miss Ali Hazelwood back in June, I believe.
Hmm.
And it was the during the Q&A portion of the event, she mentioned how people absolutely hate Rue, which is the main character of Not in Love, and they will tag her in reviews bashing how terrible Rue is of a character and how just basically how much they hate her. And to me, it's just an example of like if it's not for you, it's not for you, but doesn't mean that it's not for everyone because I absolutely love Rue. She's one of my favorite female main characters. I love that story. I think that it belongs in the romance reader space and just like her talking about how she constantly gets tagged in reviews and doesn't like to talk about Rue or like mention Rue because people just take it and run with it is absolutely insane to me. Like again, Ali Hazelwood is sweet baby angel, and this incident actually happened like right after I had gone to go see her. And when I was like posting about like the event, I couldn't even tag her and like thanking her about like for this event because I had the most fun at this event. But yeah, she literally talked about how people just cannot stand that character, and I love it. I love her. So yeah, I it makes me so angry. So
I,
I think we just need to do better as a community.
we do, and let's also not forget that there are people who identify or even feel themselves as like the personality of Rue. So you're telling me they don't
Mm-hmm.
deserve love? You're telling me they don't
Yeah.
deserve basic human decency? I get it's a fictional character, but let's not forget a lot of times when we're reading books, we imagine ourselves as the characters. And one of the biggest hits with a lot of books is like when we're like, wow, that person's just like me. And then you're sitting there and you're being
Yes.
awful. Like for me, outside the Ali Hazelwood and Allen controversy, drama, whatever, for Rebecca Yarros and Violet having EDS or Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, people are like, well, like I'm just tired of these like frail heroines and all this stuff. You know what? Love an underdog. I love a coming of an age because that was me. Not saying I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, but I struggled so much with like my physical capabilities because of other stuff going on or mental capabilities.
Mm-hmm.
So when I read about another character that can still get on and ride a fucking dragon, I'm excited. Stop telling me that a fragile hair, like I
Yes.
don't get that you have fatigue. Do you know how many books are out there?
It's
Read another one.
It's, yeah, you know what? Your fatigue is fatiguing me
Yes.
because, again, there is a space for everyone in the community and there's a space for every character. And so, one of the things that I think that we should just really keep in mind is if your favorite, absolute favorite book is, I don't know, Fourth Wing, you would not feel great if someone was bashing Fourth Wing the way that you or some people are bashing like other books, other authors, other narrators. It's just not necessary. And also, I just think that we should spend more time recommending books that we really enjoyed, instead of bashing ones that we hate or things that we hated about it. You can hate a book. But I just think that like putting a person down for either liking it or writing it or listening to it is just it's not the way to go. Um and going back to like the fatigue thing, I think that you would never say the things that you would say to people with like disabilities and um like when people say like audiobooks are not reading. I dare you to say that to a blind person. I don't think that you would. Like that's I don't know. There's just so many things that in the book community that I think it's easy to like hate stuff, but I just think like we just need to take a step back. Like it's not that serious, guys.
It's the social
Let's
media.
chill.
It's social media. You wouldn't say half the things or 75% of the things that you say on social media to someone's face. And I think that there's an entitlement aspect to an entitlement to an author's time or opinions or whatever. And it's just there's too much
Yeah.
access now. So
Yeah, I think that's definitely what it is.
I think that's like a big part of it. And I do want to say that writing truthful reviews is important because authors are always learning. And I do think authors need to be open to constructive criticism. And that's coming from someone that is an aspiring author that I have to be open to it. But there's a difference
Hmm.
between constructive criticism and just outright bashing a book and saying, oh, well, I don't like people with red hair, so this book sucks. It's like, okay, listen,
Yeah, I'm fatigued by your fatigue. And also, this also just reminds me of um Icebreaker and the author of Icebreaker and how she was bullied so bad for the amount of spice that she wrote in Icebreaker and just like the difference between the stories from the first book in that series, Icebreaker, to the next few books of that series as well. Like that's another example. This girl was bullied so bad that she basically changed the way that she wrote her books, which is unfortunate because someone like me, I'm like, I loved Icebreaker. Like, I don't care.
yeah,
It was like, it was a nice, fluffy comfort read that I really enjoyed, and I love recommending to people who want to like dabble into spicier books. And her other books are just not the same. Which is another example. And then also going back to like the people getting upset over books being too woke. Um, when Caught Up came out, people were so up in arms about the character who was non-binary and went by they, them. Like it was just so appalling that they had to read they instead of he or she. And to me, I'm like, that's insane. Like
Like
it's really not that hard.
it's
Or just
not.
put it down and walk
And
away. Like it's not that
they're
difficult.
like, oh, it's not like Lights Out. Well, duh. It's
It's
not a
not lights
sequel.
out. It's
It's not a sequel to Lights Out. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I personally, I loved Caught Up. I thought it was awesome, and I love Navessa Allen's writing regardless. But I didn't go into Caught Up thinking this is gonna be just like
thinking
Lights
that it
Out.
was lights out.
Yeah, and then they were like raging on like the female main character for her job title, and I'm like, guys, like there are people who
Mm-hmm.
actually work these jobs. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
All right, so as Jazzy will
No,
tell you, I
really.
have no filter, and I say what I mean, and it has gotten me into trouble a couple times. So, yeah, I'm just saying it's not a sequel, it's a series, and even then, series, it's a standalone series, right? Like that's a proper term. It's all in the same
Hmm.
universe, but it's not the same people. Like, stop expecting these from authors because
No.
you miss out on these amazing books that these authors have these great
Yeah.
ideas for when you're trying to criticize it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Or just stick to reading things that you enjoy. Like if you don't enjoy the book, you don't have to read it. Um, I know some of us, I'm guilty of this, are stubborn when it comes to DNFing a book. That's fine. But even if I absolutely detest a book and want to throw it across the room, you know what I'm not gonna do? Write a review about how much I hated it and tag the author.
Yes, that is another thing. I will say, I just was recently reading a book called The Female by N.V. Wright. And you know, Jazzy, I'm not a big reverse harem person, right? It is
Mm-hmm.
like not my jam. However, that is part of the female series. It's a reverse harem, and I'm not spoiling anything because it says that on the back of the book. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I went into it and I forced myself to read it because I was so obsessed with the plot and what it was going to be talking about. So, did I not like some of the reverse harem scenes? Yes. Did I account for that in my review? No, because it wasn't something that I think you can review on. I What I did do my review on was how I felt the plot developed, how I thought the characters did, how I thought the writing was. That is what your review should be based on. It should not be based on your specific like likes or dislikes. That's just my thing. A review should be very like, what's the word? Outside of your own likes and dislikes. It should be objective, not subjective.
Yeah, you should try not to be so biased when it comes to reviews. But sometimes we can't help it. But yeah, I think that things like that, where if you know you absolutely hate a trope and you read the book anyway and you end up disliking it, like yeah, I mean, that's gonna happen. You don't like that trope. It's not the fault of the author that you don't like it and you read it anyway. Um, there's so many examples of books that we may not like, but other people absolutely love. And that's great because again, there's something for everyone out there. It's just not constructive to like put authors down or like just hate on them and try to get them canceled for having an opinion on things like that. But it's not the vibes, guys.
So, how can we be better with authors on social media? The first thing is if you are writing a review, especially a scathing one, you didn't just listen to our previous recommendations about writing reviews, don't tag the author. Don't do it.
Yeah.
It's gross. It's weird. You wouldn't do it in real life. You wouldn't print out your post and put it in their face and say, "This is what I think." Don't do that.
Yeah.
Um, Respect their time. Don't go into their lives. Don't go into their Q&As in person and just start bashing them. That'd be number two for me. What do you think? What's another good way to respect the author space?
Yeah, I think that we should just remember that there should be mutual respect on both ends. I mean, obviously, we're talking about the reader space, and as readers, we should respect authors. They're human beings that are just like us, and I mean, tagging someone in a negative review is against their will. It's up to them if they want to look at reviews and filter by star ratings or whatever. It's not up to us to tag them in a nasty review. Um, and I just think, like, just, you know, maybe take a beat before you before you write a negative review. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's just so much that we can do. I feel like a lot of it is common sense, but I feel like unfortunately with social media, that goes out the window a lot of the time. So,
It is unfortunate, and I would also just be careful of like just because you don't like the way someone else likes something doesn't mean they're a bad person. Footnote: there are certain exceptions to this rule, but
yes, there's exception to every rule,
there's
obviously.
like, come on, guys, we're all adults here for the most part. We're all mature for the most part. Like, use some common sense and like not dignity, but respect, and just like be a better person. Like, we just had this whole episode talking about an author doing some major wrongs. Now we're having an episode about readers doing major wrongs, and unfortunately we just lost access to an amazing author and possibly like some good books that she might have been thinking about writing. You guys ruined it. You did. And unfortunately you can't
Yeah.
take back what you said, especially when it's on the internet. It's forever. So I'm really glad we
Yes.
got to talk about this, and I think it's a really important discussion to have openly. So if you're watching this and you have something that you want to add on, or maybe another rule that you live by, or if you're an author that has experienced this, please talk to us about it, because this is a safe space. Except when I get a little heated, I'm so sorry, but I'm still nice, I promise. But yeah, I mean, Jazzy, I'll let you close this out because I'm a yapper today.
If that's okay. So yeah, let us know what you guys think about this discussion today. If you have a hot take on this, we'd love to hear from you. Give us a like, give us a follow. We put out episodes weekly, and we'll talk to you on our next FaceTime.
All right. Bye, guys. Bye, besties.
Bye, book besties.